everything was sold here. Everything. Clothes, drugs, everything was sold.
A cleaned up and temporarily barricaded pedestrian plaza in the heart of the South Bronx, which just days ago also existed as an open-air drug market for cocaine and heroin addicts.
What have you been using?
Cocaine.
Crack addicts like 32-year-old Wendy, unaware of Wednesday's planned visit by Mayor Eric Adams and a small army of city officials.
Administration after administration, they have promised and promised.
All of them promising to not just finally clean up once and for all this South Bronx neighborhood, the so-called hub of heroin, but to also make their plans stick long term. The mayor announced a cross-agency operation featuring increased police and sanitation patrols, along with more healthcare outreach to address rampant drug addiction.
We are not going to allow the people of the South Bronx to feel as though they have to live in substandard conditions. They deserve better.
Substance abuse is a disease, and we cannot arrest our way out of this. We need to continue to provide services so we can get them off the streets.
First, I want to make clear that we didn't remove individuals, right? People had to move along because we were clearing the plaza.
Cleaning up the streets is one thing, but longtime South Bronx resident Marty Rogers says getting the people who used here clean is quite another.
These are people with needs. And what I heard, again, was somewhere the same old story. Oh, they moved on. Where do you think they moved on? Where did they move to? Tennessee? They moved 3 blocks that way, 2 blocks that way, and if we walk there now, we'll see them.
So we did just that and walked around the corner. As Marty predicted, we met Sam, one of the many displaced, drug-addicted patrons of the now off-limits pedestrian plaza.
We are addicts, you know what I'm saying? We do gotta get high. Where are we gonna get high at?
It is a big problem, a big issue with the drugs and all that, but that ain't gonna stop that. All right, I'm not gonna get high in the plaza, but motherfucker gonna go around the corner and you're gonna see the same.
Another longtime South Bronx resident, Nydia Robles, says she's cautiously optimistic about the latest pledge for progress from yet another administration.
They're screaming for help. They're dying. What's the use of cleaning it up and not helping the people that you're taking out of? You gotta help them, because if you don't help them, they're gonna stay stuck.
Have you seen this neighborhood improve at all over the last 25 years?
One time. And it was maybe last summer. Nah, the Bronx needs to get better. Because the Bronx has so much to offer.
So yes, you can still walk around the block and see people nodding off, struggling with their drug addiction, but there's no denying the reality that the Adams administration is throwing a ton of resources at this issue. The pedestrian plaza remains barricaded off indefinitely. The concern and the questions from the community are, is this going to be sustainable long term? Time will tell. In the South Bronx, Jay Dow, Pix 11 News.